Alright, we are back with a new look. Growing the whiskers out. Look at that. Growing the whiskers out. Ooh, you can see how white they are as well. Look how white my whiskers are. Look at those white whiskers. Ooh, Grandpa. Yeah, so we got the white whiskers and no more blonde hair. Hey, buzzed it off. So going for that, I don't know. We see all the bleach has gone, so because I used to bleach it for years. Just get onto a big habit of it. But you know, I'm nearly 50. I'm 50 in a couple of weeks. Well, in February, and I just can't be pulling off that 90s bleach look anymore, can I? You know, so got to be taken a bit more seriously at nearly 50. So yeah, letting the white come through in my whiskers, down the side, shaved on top. Hey, it's a good look. The missus likes it. Anyway, so yeah, the head's a bit colder though. But yeah, getting the whiskers, Grandpa's whiskers. Anyway, so we are here in my van. Yeah, we're in the van. Yeah, we're in the van. And it's been a while, hasn't it? Been a while since we did a good old-fashioned hog roast. And like I say, you know, just take the jacket off, getting a bit warm in this van. It's the middle of the night, it's freezing cold outside, but I've got the diesel heater on, doing a night shift. Yeah. I can't tell you or disclose where I am, but it's a pretty cool place. Yep, so anyway, doing a roast, yeah, because I've been busy. I've been working hard, man, especially this time of year. Very hard, lots of things happening, lots of things going on. So yeah, very hard to get a roast going. And let's not forget, Blaha doesn't live the most exciting life, does he? Huh? Mr. Six Figures, Mr. Lunch Lady figure, doesn't live the most exciting life, does he? Doesn't get up to much, doesn't go out much, does he? Now his only real female girlfriend left him years ago, or got thrown out through from domestic abuse and all the rest of it. Anyway, so very little to roast him on, you know. All his videos are the same, even the t-shirts are the same. All very boring. So what you have to do is it's a bit like fishing, I suppose. Not that I'm a fisherman, yeah, but you know, if you hook a fish, and he got hooked a long time ago, yeah, fish hook. You can fish hook a guy and it will paralyze them. He knows because he's a black belt. In fact, he's a double black belt. He's a double black belt. He's got one black belt in No Can Do, and the other black belt in Who Flung Dung. So, I'm a black belt in No Can Do. Right, so anyway. So he likes to fish hook men. I don't think he puts fingers, he probably puts other things in men's mouths, other gay men. But I think he fish hooks them up the old, you know, does a Joe Biden. He just had his rear end looked at, didn't he? Fingered, probed, all that sort of thing. The old shocker, huh? Two in the pink, one in the stink, yeah. The old shocker. Anyway, he likes all that, doesn't he? A little bit of a backdoor action, because he's a backdoor man. Anyway, you have to leave him alone for a while, don't you? Just let him stew, a bit like fishing, like I said, fishing. So you cast your line out, don't you? You've got your little maggot on there, and he knows all about packing a maggot, doesn't he? And yeah, that's all he's got in his little hot pants, not much else. Little tiny baby dick maggot. Anyway, so you throw your line out, don't you? Throw your line out, and then you wait, and when you get a bite, and we had him hooked a long time ago, didn't we? You know, you don't try and reel him in straight away, yeah, because he just gets shut down. So what you have to do is just let the line out a little bit, let it get a bit slack, let him feel free, like no one's on his case anymore. And then fucking whap. Yeah, so you give him some rope and let him hang himself. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You got to give Mr. Blah Blah the rope to hang himself. Let him stew for a little bit. Let him think everyone's off his case. Yeah, all the Muslim cyber stalkers with a fatwa. let him think that he's off the hook. Yeah, and then he goes running off. His little mad little mind starts concocting all these insane stories and even filming them. So we've got a few things to report today, and just here's the gift that keeps on giving. So we've got a couple of things to report today. Yeah. So the first one is this one. Someone fired me a still of this. We are on, obviously, Jason blah blah strength and fitness. I don't know where the fitness comes into it. He's about as fit as, well, he isn't fit, is he? Anyway, so someone shot me a little picture of this, a screenshot, yeah, via Instagram. We've got a little group on Instagram, a little private group where we discuss certain things, and a lot of it is blah blah related. So yeah, we have our little private roundtable group on on Instagram. Yep. So we got this, yeah. It's him doing the sled drags. It's only 2 minutes 22 seconds long, and all it is, you know, you can't see anything because it's dark. God knows what time of night it is. Looks like it's in some sort of industrial park somewhere, and we think we know where it is. It's the one near, you know, the next road down from where he lives. I mean, what would you do if you saw this? Some fucking freak at 2 o'clock in the morning dragging something on the grass, you know, on the grass. No resistance, just the grass. Can't see how much weight he's pulling. Who knows if they're the real weights or those fake technique things that he uses. Who knows? We don't know. We can't see anything. He disappears into the distance. I think he has a little sit down, and then he comes staggering back, and you can see he's fucked when he comes back. Yeah, see the demeanor of him as he walks off. Yeah, and you have to wait about a minute and a half for him to have a little sit down, little 30-40 second break, and then stagger back. Have a look. Watch how he goes. Watch how he comes back. Yeah, completely wrecked. I think he's shirtless. So a fat middle-aged bald bloke in a pair of combat shorts and a pair of like 2-inch boots. Surprised he weren't wearing his booty shorts. Look at this. I mean, what kind of sad existence is this? If I said to my missus, just going out, I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, get up out of bed, 2 o'clock in the morning, or you haven't even been to bed yet, she hears me rustling around, getting a load of crap together to take outside to walk on the grass. I mean, she'd beat me, quite rightly so. But he hasn't got anyone to keep him in line. At least, let's turn that crap down. At least Meth Cookie kind of kept him under control. Gave him a few crazy ideas, but kind of kept him under control. Controlled him a little bit. But now he's just off the hook. But how long has it been since he disappeared into the distance? So he got moving at just after 5 past, and it's taken him like so he got moving at 5 seconds, and we're now a minute and a half, and he's still not back. Oh, here he is. He's coming back. Now watch his demeanor. Watch his body language, because he is ruined, and he only walked down the end and back. Look, he can't. Look, he's gassed. Fucked. Look. Absolutely ruined. And he's doing it on wet grass. Look at that. Oh, I'm an athlete, guys. I'm an athlete. Look, you can see his saggy, pregnant cat skin hanging off around his midriff. You know, it's all hanging off like a pregnant cat or a dog that's had one too many litters. It's all hanging off and wobbling. You can see it. Look, over his fanny pack. Oh, you can see it. No wonder he's got it in the dark. No one wants to see that, do they? Anyway, so, you know, he is quite considerate. He doesn't want to make us feel sick. Some of us might be eating our tea, our dinner, you know, a bit of lunch or something, you know. And you don't want to see that thing warp, sort of staggering towards you, gassed out, breathing out of his fat ass, and that sort of cat skin around, you know, pregnant, one too many litter cat skin sort of just hanging over his fanny pack. And after a little bit of investigation, quite literally Google, 2 seconds, yeah, we found this. Look, this answers the question, why do you never ever film your sled drags? Because it's boring. There is no skill to them. What? There is no skill to learn. A dog knows how to drag a sled without teaching it. I have to drag a camera out with me also. However, I suspect that some strange attempt will claim that I'm I can't even read it. It doesn't. Hang on. So let me read it. However, I suspect this is some strange attempt to claim I am lying about my G for P. So you guys got the video. Dozens have requested. Yeah, enjoy, I guess. So he's saying he's just proving all the haters wrong, all the trolls, all the cyber stalkers, proving them wrong, guys. I do it, look, every day. Yeah, that's right. But I don't film it every day because it's boring. Even a dog knows how to drag a sled. Anyway, look, haters will claim it's CGI or something. Anyway, look. This is him trying to keep, because people, you know, people can go on to Google Maps, yeah? Pretty much the whole of the fucking internet know where this clown lives, yeah? He got doxed a long time ago, yeah? They put flyers up all around, said he's a pedo, said he's a psychopath, you know, he's got stockpiled weapons and all that stuff. Who knows what the fuck he's got or what he's allowed to keep anymore. Who knows? He certainly he ain't allowed to keep any animals or dogs. Anyway, so because people know where he lives, yeah, because this place looks like it's the place that's literally the next road up, yeah, like as in the industrial park, because where he lives is in the sort of, you know, some industrial shithole with really high crime rate. A lot of people have already investigated this. I'm not going to go over it too much, but yeah, the area he lives in is like an industrial area, and it's got a really, probably one of the worst crime rates in the whole of Houston. So that's what a lot of people have come up with. They've done the research. They know where it is. And because he knows now that this is, well, he's showing us where, and people can easily find this. So now he's got to put out a little fear factor, isn't he? He's got to go, oh, look, see the fanny pack underneath my loose cat gut? It's got something in it. What's it got in there, blah, blah? Show us. Please, you know, try and keep the cyber stalkers away and the trolls. Look, so what is in the fanny pack during my sled drags before sunup? I think he's saying before sunup because he knows it's not in the morning. He's up all night, you know, worrying, stressing, anxiety. Anyway, I don't mind disclosing that I am well known for being a firearm enthusiast and collector. Yes, I can legally carry a gun before anyone chimes in. This is Texas. Given the low light conditions and the possibility of multiple armed attackers, I live deep in Houston, and I have stalkers after all. Where he lives in deep in Houston, in a shithole area. That's why. I think he even said, someone said, I don't know if it was him or someone in his comment, they said, he said if he leaves a camera, it'll be stolen within a minute. Yeah, so this is why he's now trying to, firstly, he's terrified, so he's got to try and carry something in that fanny pack. Yeah, and secondly, it's a warning, isn't it? Just like all the bullshit before, where veterans were after him, the cyber stalking Muslim terrorists were after him, cyber terrorists, they were after him. So he's been trying to sort of make out he's a badass and all that stuff. It's a lot where the fake Merc comes from, and also the fact that he was trying to set up a tactical channel in school, God forbid. Anyway, so he's just trying to keep people scared. You know, if you approach me at a meet, I'll fucking empty a magazine into you. You know, I'm a badass, I'll kill you dead. All this nonsense, come on. You know, we know it's bullshit. Anyway, so this is his way of just trying to keep people from coming down there and seeing that he never ever does this. It's just a one-off for the camera. I don't think he does it regularly, but this is his way of scaring people. So, given the low light conditions and possibly multiple armed attackers, so he's going to have a shootout with a load of armed attackers. What is he fucking on? You know, in his little combat shorts, he's going to be shooting people, and they're going to be shooting back. Anyway, so I live deep in Houston. I have stalkers after all. I go in his fanny pack. He puts a full-size piece, not compact for this. Standard carry for me for morning conditioning work is a Glock 29 Gen 4. I am running Trigicon HD night sights. Normally I bring 2 extra mags, and I have them loaded up with Federal HST 230 grain. Yeah, and here's a picture of, oh, what a man. And where is it? It's on his box, because he hasn't got a table. We know this. He eats that dog shit off a table. He eats his looks like whipped cream, but the cheap whipped cream, not the stuff made out of cream that's been whipped up, like that powdered cream shit, you know, really sweet and sugary. You give it at kids' parties with jelly. When he's eating that bowl of shit on the table, he says it's the morning. Who knows when it is, because he's up all night, he sleeps all day. It looks like a bowl of whipped cream, not yogurt. It looks like a bowl of cheap whipped cream. And that's probably what he's eating. That's why he's got no teeth. Anyway, so yeah, it's the box. He's got the box that his fat ass sits on. Who knows what this is? I mean, you know, he could have got this from somewhere else. I don't know. Who knows if he sticks it in his fanny pack under his loose skin? I don't know. I mean, imagine that. Some armed assailant comes running towards him. You just some blah blah. I'm going to kill you because you screwed up the vet. You said something bad about the vets or the Muslims. And he has to pull up all the loose skin, unzip his body bag, pull out his gun, you know, and do his little Jason Bourne bullshit. Anyway, so that's him trying to scare off any would-be stalkers. Anyway, so I saw this the other day as well. So I've been sort of storing up on the mints. This is his lower body day. I mean, you can see all the cream cheese on his legs there, the cottage cheese. Yeah, not very pleasant. Anyway, so what I want you to do is listen to this. It's the neck training video, and the reason he says he's now training neck is because he might take up boxing. Because he's going to take up boxing. He's going to be a boxer. Like Tyson Fury. More like Deontay Wilder. But, you know, fuck. He's mid-40s. He's got diabetes. He's in terrible shape for someone who apparently trains every day. I mean, genetics are fucked. His, was it Endocrine syndrome? All his hormonal system is completely wrecked. You know, he reckons he's been in the iron game for 20 years, and this is the result. This is the best it's ever looked, and it doesn't look good. But now, thinks he might give boxing a go. Well, Mr. Blah Blah, if you need an opponent, I did make a video a while back saying, let's have a scrap. Let's have a boxing fight. Yeah, let's have a boxing match. MMA, kickboxing, let's do something. I'll come over. When all this bullshit goes away and, you know, things settle down a little bit, give you plenty of time to get in the ring, practice your combos, and we'll have a scrap. I'm still there, still available. Let's see how big your balls are. We know he's got a baby dick. What am I saying? Baby dick, baby nuts. Anyway, he reckons he's training his neck because he might take up boxing. Have a listen.
Right. So I need to push it up if I'm able to. But again, I think grip is going to be kind of a limiting factor. But here's the thing. I'm going to be rowing, doing a lot of rowing again. I'm doing back off deadlift work without straps. So grip is going to come up from that, in addition to doing a little bit of extra grip training. I've got to stay on top of some extra grip training every week. You know, a few sets.
How do people watch this shit? I mean, no one watches it. He's got, what, 111,000 subscribers. Real subscribers, guys. And only 2,000 people watch this shit. And half of them is probably him. Soccer accounts. Says he hasn't got any soccer accounts. Fucking has got some soccer accounts. Talk about that in a minute.
You know, stuff I do off camera. So we need to do that. And I'm also doing neck training at the end, because I thought, you know, people always say stuff like, well, if you do stuff off camera and we don't know what you do, then you don't really show all your training. And you know what? You guys don't need to see all my conditioning work, fine. You don't need to see my conditioning, because it's not really my strength training. But I've shown you guys the hanging leg raises. You guys see I can do 8 toe to bars, even with the size of my legs. I clearly do ab work.
He clearly does ab work. You can see that rippling six-pack. And the size of his legs, he can do toes to bars. 8. He can do 8 toes to bars. And he clearly does ab work. You can see it. He's an Adonis.
Thought, hey, let's throw in some of the neck work at the end of some of the lower days. And, you know, I don't do a lot of neck work, so I don't want people to think I'm doing 20 sets for my neck every week. You know, about 6 sets or so. 5, 6 sets, 7 sets for the whole week. And I got a video coming out on that later, too, explaining that. People are like, well, your stance hasn't changed in years. I've been doing neck work for a couple of years, and I only trained the one angle. And I want to make that clear. The angle you guys see me doing, the neck extension, is the only one I train. I actually, and again, people can argue about this all they want. It's my health. I get to decide what to do with my own body. So fuck you. It hasn't changed in years. I've been doing...
He says, it's my health, my body, my choice. My body, my choice.
Neck work for a couple of years, and I only trained the one angle. And I want to make that clear. The angle you guys see me doing, the neck extension, is the only one I train. I actually, and again, people can argue about this all they want. It's my health. I get to decide what to do with my own body. So fuck you.
Fuck you, it's my body, my choice. Now look at this. Look at this. He's going to mention the bit where he's going to take up boxing soon.
I remain reluctant to train some of the other angles due to the potential for more sleep apnea. That's it. And I don't think that I need them. I think this one helps give you a stronger neck, more resilient neck, and it can help with your deadlifting, right? Having a strong neck can help with the deadlifts. It can help with squats at certain points in the movements. It's not a bad idea. Plus, if I want to ever get into boxing or something later.
He's a 45-year-old, very, very sick-looking 45-year-old man, middle-aged man. How long does he think he's got left, really? How many good years does he think he's got in front of him? Yeah, this is a realization that I'm having at nearly 50. I know my best years, as hard as it is to accept, are behind me. I've got maybe 20 good years left, yeah? 15, 20, hopefully. And then after that, whew, game over. Yeah? How many good years does he think he's got left? He's always injured because he's genetically weak and he doesn't know how to train. Yeah? Genetics are dog shit. I mean, he is made up of dog shit. You know, genetically. Look at the fucking lunatic. Look at him. What do you... Yeah, but he thinks, oh, in a couple of years I might take up boxing. Who's he kidding? Oh, yeah, I might give boxing a go. Fuck you. My body, my choice. Really? Who's he? Fuck you. My body, my choice. Who's he kidding? Might take up boxing in a couple of years.
I remain reluctant to train some of the other angles due to the potential for more sleep apnea.
Look at the fucking thing.
And I don't think that I need...
Look at his face. I can't get a good one. There is no good one. I mean, that doesn't look like a complete fucking lunatic. I don't know who does. And obviously he hasn't got his goon glasses on, his nerd glasses. So you can see his beady little piggy eyes. I mean, he looks like a retard that has to have the headgear on to stop himself like having seizures and banging his head against the fucking floor and that, you know. That's what it looks like. I mean, he's a fucking... just a dick.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't think that I need them. I think this one helps give you a stronger neck, more resilient neck, and it can help with your deadlifting, right? Having a strong neck can help with the deadlifts. It can help with squats at certain points in the movements. It's not a bad idea. Plus, if I want to ever get into boxing or something later, you know, having that stronger neck there is of value. But I only train extensions.
So if he ever wants to get in boxing in a couple of years, get into doing some boxing, being able to do that, it's very important. All right, two things really. I saw this the other day. All right, so because soy tube is just a left-wing soy flake social justice warrior shithole, yeah? It's a liberal toilet. So is Facebook. That's why they're the two platforms he exists on, yeah? Because they're easy to censor. They're easy to control people. Easy to put out a certain narrative, you know? Anyway, so they got rid of, just recently, they got rid of the thumbs down thing, didn't they? So it doesn't upset the soy flakes' feelings. So it doesn't upset their delicate feelings. Because if they see too many downvotes, they might get upset. And Blaha is the queen of soy flakes. Yeah? It's bad for my mental health, guys. Bad for my mental health. If I see a downvote, oh, it's so bad for my mental health. Based on the number of my trolls filling the spam folder I banned today. I censored today. Tries to play himself off as a right-wing, red-blooded, all-American Texan. Second Amendment. Gun advocate. Yeah, I'm a Texan. We love our guns and our pussy. That's what he said, isn't it? We love our guns and our pussy. I love pussy as much as I love guns. I remember him saying that. So he tries to play himself off as a right-wing, Texan, Trump-voting, red-blooded, meat-eating, gun-loving Texan. And he's just a bitch, yeah? He's a left-wing, liberal bitch. He's a Democrat, yeah? He is a Biden voter, yeah? Let's go, Brandon. That's what he is. Based on the number of trolls filling my spam folder today, I banned today. Yeah, based on the number of trolls filling my spam folder, I banned today. It's very hard to read this because he doesn't know anything about punctuation. Yeah, I banned today. They are clearly very shook or clear. It's really hard to fucking read this crap, right? Based on the number of trolls filling my spam folder I banned today, they are clearly shook, very clearly shook, that their dislike script bot will no longer be working. Calm down, guys. Move on with your lives and do something productive like I have done. Good Lord. What has he done that's productive? Really? What's he done? Stop lying. Stop lying as much. Pretending he's not a fake merc now. Yeah, I never said it, guys. Oh no, it's edited. They did it. The cyber trolls, the Muslim cyber stalkers, they did it. Yeah? Move on with your lives. Do something productive like I've done. What the fuck has he done? Anyway. Just a reminder, I can't do it, I can't read it if I do that voice. As I am getting some of the stories sent to me again, most people pretending to be me on various forums and groups online are not me. I literally use no social media outside Facebook and YouTube, Soybook and Soytube, because he's a bitch. And it's easy to censor people there, and you know, free speech doesn't exist where blah blah's around because he's a liberal Democrat bitch. Yep. So he only uses Soybook and Soytube. He has an Instagram account, but only logs on once or twice a year, as I don't like the platform. He doesn't like the platform, yeah, because he can't control it. He can't censor it. Yeah? The truth will get out there. He's got no control over it. Here he can just ban people, block people. Same as Facebook, same as YouTube, everywhere. He can ban on those two platforms. Look, and I have no sock accounts. The fact he's got to say that he's got no sock accounts means he's got a ton. Yeah? Many people have exposed his sock accounts. Yeah? Many people. There's loads of them. And they're all made, you know, yesterday, 2 days ago, last week. 0 videos, 0 content, 0 fucking subscribers, nothing. And they're all weird Indian names, or they're women's names using dead women's pictures, which is fucked up. We know this. We've heard about it. Yeah, we've seen it. We've discussed it. So let's stop. So let's not keep attributing things to me because I never said them. Yeah, that's what he's saying. It's very hard to read his English. So let's not keep attributing things I never said or did to me, please. Thank you. Right, so he reckons people are going on, setting up false accounts, and then saying it's him. It is him. Again, this is more damage control. I think this is more damage control. He knows he's still got loads of shit out there from when he was on David Icke's on his website, on that forum, and he was saying he was a powerboat racer or something, and a street racer, and a double black belt, a shapeshifter. We know the stories, yeah, all the bullshit. He's just trying to cover up the past again, yeah. And who knows what he's been up to. He's probably been sending dick pics to young boys on forums when he was high on meth. And now he's sort of come round and he's sober. He's realised what he's done. He can't go back. And, oh no, it's trolls, guys. It's trolls. They're setting up sock accounts. Sending back dick pics to boys. Anyway, I'm tired of this. We've been talking for too long. Over 30 minutes. I hope that was informative. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your families, and I'll speak to you probably just before Christmas. We do a Christmas roast. I wonder if Mr. Blah Blah is going to do a Christmas video this year. Yeah, didn't do a Halloween one, didn't do a Thanksgiving one. Has that come yet? I don't know. I don't know when that is. I have to check. But I doubt we're going to get one of them either, if it's not been. But I can guarantee we're not going to get a Christmas one. To all his fans, his 100... Yeah, if you had 111,000 subscribers, you'd make a Christmas video, wouldn't you? But he hasn't. We know it. Anyway, so like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell your family. And
you know it's kind of hard just to get along today. Our subject is